The top high school hoopers from the class of 2020 who called North Central Ohio home during their prep playing days are back together on the hardwood for an all-star showcase 4 years in the making. It's the News Journal All-Star Classic Alumni Game featuring player selections who never got to compete during the pandemic, so they are out here tonight, and it all goes down live and free on the OH Report. Next.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Hey Cam, what's going on? I've been busy. Jeez, I've been doing fillings, root canals, crowns, extractions, dentures. What have you been up to?
Yeah, I've done all that, and I've done implants and Invisalign, and I'm waiting to do the girls' Botox and filler. So you just sit here and I'll take care of it all?
Good luck with the women.
Ebert Dental Group is a family-run general dentistry practice. We are able to provide most treatments without having long-distance referrals. We accept most insurances and are accepting new patients now.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside of the Alumni Roofing pre-game show for an all-star showcase that is long overdue, featuring senior selections from the class of 2020 who never got an opportunity to participate here in the All-Star Classic, of course, because of the pandemic. So they're back and feeling better than ever out here on the court tonight. I'm Brian Skoronsky. Travis Berardi will join me here shortly on the call. But what we did was we both bounced around and we had an opportunity to catch up with some coaches and then several players from each side. So let's begin with my conversation with Joe Bedingfield.
All right, we're going to start with the coach of the North All-Stars here, Joe Bedingfield. And game 4 year in the making, man. I think this is a pretty special alumni game. So for you as a coach to not get that opportunity the first time, how neat is it to see these guys kind of all grown up now and competing?
Yeah, it's really kind of really fun and exciting. You know, I had Simon Blair as a 7th and 8th grader, and you know, I coached Terry in high school, Baldridge, and some of these other kids we competed against. So it's nice that, you know, Jake and Mansfield News Journal put this event on for these kids that kind of missed out during the COVID season.
From what I can see, a lot of them haven't lost a lot of athletic ability. Does it look like kind of most of these dudes are in pretty good shape?
Not only do they look like they're in good shape, they look like they're stronger too. Some of them look like they've been in the weight room. So, and I know Simon's been playing over in Malone, had a great season, so it should be a fun event.
All right, Joe, best of luck to you tonight. All right, Madeline, let's leading scorer, and from what I see, man, jumper still looks pretty good. How much you been still getting in the gym lately?
Not much. I usually just work, and I got in there the past few weeks when the game started coming up, but I haven't been in there that much.
So give me some expectations.
Get a little belly on me. Expectations?
For yourself personally tonight.
Hit a couple threes. I don't know. Just score a couple buckets. I don't know.
Any of these teammates that you're most excited that you're playing with them tonight?
Probably Logan. Logan, nice one. Probably. Boy's big.
Yeah, a boy is yoked. All right, good luck tonight, Caden. All right, we'll keep it rolling here. Let's see what we can get next. Excuse me, Logan Niswander. If you don't mind joining us for a quick second, you were the Cubs' all-time leading scorer until just a couple of weeks ago, so obviously we know that you can play, and it looks like you're kind of bulked up now. Just give me your expectations for this game tonight.
Not die, I guess. Be able to make it a quarter at least. 'Cause I don't do a lot of running no more.
Should be able to grab a lot of rebounds, block out some of these little skinny guys.
Yeah, that'll be all right. But when it comes to actual conditioning, that went out the window a while ago. But we'll see.
Being back in the gym with a lot of these guys that used to compete either on the same team with or against, how cool has this experience been so far?
No, it's awesome. I'm glad we got this done. You know, kind of felt weird being 4 years later, but you know, it's whatever. But I'm glad. I'm thankful.
Over under 12.5 points for you tonight.
Under probably.
Taking the under. All right. Thanks, Logan. Good luck tonight, man. All right, we got Cameron Todd now, former All-Star for the TY Tigers, and obviously a college athlete. So even though you're coming off of a little bit of a knee thing, how you feeling athletically?
I'm just excited, man. Blessed. I mean, this is a crazy opportunity. Just getting emotional with the boys. You see it on the shirt, man. Do it for the ones who can't. They're not here anymore, so who would have thought just stepping on the court's an awesome blessing. I'm just so happy to be here. It's cool. The 2020 class, we're talking in the locker room, and we all got butterflies for the first time in like 4 years, so it's been awesome. Yeah, I'm excited.
As far as like the teamwork and the camaraderie, what are your expectations in terms of what we should see from you guys here early on in the contest?
Very sloppy, yes. Very sloppy. A lot of guys going fast, a lot of guys going slow. We've been out of the sport, so we're tired, so we'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out.
Where do you think you're going to be able to contribute the most tonight?
Wow, tonight, hopefully pushing the ball up the court. That would just be fun. We have a couple of guys saying we're going to try some dunks today, so we're going to do that. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see, yeah.
All right, we'll see if Cam is one of them.
Right,
good luck, buddy. Get warmed up. All right, let's come to the back of the line over here. Looks like we've got Dylan Spears getting him laced up. I think he's expecting big-time things here tonight, and even though this is a brand-new gym, your old stomping grounds, how does it feel being back at Lex?
It feels pretty good. Still kind of a little nervous. I haven't played in front of a crowd like this in a while, so not bad.
How sharp's your game at this point?
It's a little rough. I'm not quite as what I used to be, but I think I can still get it up and down.
Who have you seen so far throughout the course of the week, maybe at some practices, that can still fill it up pretty good?
My friend Max over here, from also a Lexington graduate, he can still do it what he could in high school, so he's looking really good.
What's the over-under on your scoring tonight?
I don't even know. I'm going to say we'll take by 20.
Oh, I like that. All right, Dylan Spears, thanks for the time. All right, we'll send it over to Travis now. He's got the South All-Stars.
Thank you, Brian. I am here with the South head coach. 4 years waiting, but he's finally back here. Zach Ruth of the Northmore Golden Knights. Last time he coached them to a district semifinal appearance. He's back now. Coach Ruth, it's been 4 years, but welcome to the All-Star game. I'm going to get right into it. What's your coaching philosophy? Is it going to be like Northmore where you're holding them under 40 points per game?
Well, back in 2020, I told Mr. Spencer that they talk about records getting broke up here, and that was going to be one of our records, was to hold the other team, hold the North to 80. We planned on trapping and doing some pressing that night, but I got to ask these guys how good of health insurance they have today if we're going to do that today. But it's about having fun, giving back. This has been a great charity for years. I was blessed to get to play in it. My little son's here. I remember when my dad brought me here, and I was hoping to get to play in it someday, and then I got to play in it, and then I got to coach in it, and that's just making a full circle.
You've been spending time with family the last couple of years, but how nice is it to be able to coach one more time?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I still coach at home, still coach when I'm watching the NC2As, still coach when I'm at games. So once a coach, always a coach, and maybe someday I'll be back on the sideline again. So we'll see what goes from there.
Well, best of luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Let's go try and get some. Mr. Miller, come here. I talked to Northmore, Blake Miller. It's been 4 years. You still get some basketball time every once in a while. I know you're assistant coach down at Cardington.
Yep. Yeah, I still play quite a bit. I go out, play on Sundays with a group of guys that I know really well, coach an AAU team, play with them as well, so I get a lot of time in.
I know it stunk, COVID hit in 2020, you weren't able to play, but you're back with these great guys. What are we going to look forward to from you tonight?
I don't know, maybe a few dunks, a little bit of shooting. I'll have to see what happens, however the game goes, I guess.
All right, thanks. Good luck tonight, man.
Thank you.
Mr. South. Got clear for Brennan South. Brennan, have you been playing over the last 4 years?
I played 3 years of college basketball. I did not play this year, though, no.
You had to get ready. You get rested up for this game. What are we going to see from you here tonight?
Honestly, probably just a couple threes here and there. Probably some steals on defense because these guys won't be trying too hard, but other than that, nothing too crazy.
How nice is it to be able to play one more time in front of some friends and family back here in North Central Ohio?
It's really nice. It's fun coming back for one last time. I wish we could have played it in 2020. We were missing a couple pieces now that I wish were out here, but I'm glad to be doing it again with all these guys.
All right, Brennan, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Let's see. We'll get the guy that tried to dunk right here. Carson Auger. Mr. Auger, you hold a state record, the longest kickoff return touchdown in high school championship state history in the state of Ohio. You want to go for, I believe you said the assist record, which is 10. What's your plan for tonight? You going to shoot the ball, you going to go off, or are you going to be that assist guy that you were at Lucas?
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of passing. I don't shoot. I don't shoot at all. It don't matter if I'll be wide open. I'm going to look to pass.
Have you been playing recently, or is this a little bit of you're trying to get the rust off tonight?
Yeah, I've been playing actually a decent amount, probably about once or twice a week. We do Lucas an alumni basketball tournament. We've been playing Sundays and Tuesdays just about every single week for the last 2 months. So, yeah.
Saw you trying to throw it down. We going to see a dunk here tonight?
I'll try if I can palm the ball. I can't grab it. I can't.
All right, good luck, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Travis.
All right, let's send it back up to start the game.
I mean, how awesome and cool is this event here tonight? All-Stars that we had playing in our own backyard at the high school level just a few years ago, and most of them look like they've stayed in some pretty fantastic shape. Some of them still competing at the college ranks. I think that Simon Blair would be the only one that's actually playing basketball right now, but several others obviously are still playing at the next level and making it happen. And speaking of making it happen, we've got Michael Clapper here in the building, one of the very best, maybe the best that we've ever had in North Central Ohio on the mic. We will turn it over to him now as he introduces the South All-Stars.
Honorable mention All District 6 and honorable mention All Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference from Shelby, wearing 0, Johnny DeVito. He averaged 16.3 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 6 steals per game during his senior year. 1-year third team All Northwest District and second team All Northern 10 Conference from Bucyrus, number 1, Lucas Kosinski. He averaged 22 points, 6.5 rebounds, 1.4 assists, and 2 steals per game during his senior campaign. When he earned first team All Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference, second team D2 District 6 and D2 Northwest District from Galleon, number 2, Isaiah Olsen. He averaged 18.6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal during his senior year. When he earned first team All Northern 10, District 6, second team Northwest District, and special mention All Ohio District champion, and was a 1,000-point scorer from Colonel Crawford, number 12, Gavin Fickner. He averaged 5.4 points, 4.5 rebounds, 4.1 assists, and 2.5 steals for his senior year. Whittier, honorable mention All Northwest District, honorable mention All District 6, second team All Mid-Buckeye Conference. Led the Cubs to a school record 26-1 record from Lucas, number 22, Carson Hawker. He He averaged 17.3 points and 3.5 assists, 2.7 rebounds, and 2.3 steals during his senior year. And he earned special mention All-Ohio, second team All-Northwest District, first team All-District 6, first team All-Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference from Clearport 24, Brennan South. He averaged 14.4 points, 7.6 rebounds, 4.8 assists, and 2.2 blocks during his senior year, when he earned first team All-District 11, second team All-Central District, and honorable mention All-Ohio from Northmore 32, Blake Miller. He averaged 6 points, 6.5 rebounds, 1.8 steals, and 1.5 assists during his senior year, when he helped Shelby win its first undefeated league championship since the 56-57 year. From Shelby, number 44, Grant Gossam. And during the 2019-20 season, he had his final season at the helm of his alma mater, ending an 11-year run. He went 16-8 that season, but his best came in 27-18, when his team went 23-2 for the most wins in a single season in program history. He ended his career with 118 wins, more than any coach in program history. From Northmore, the South coach, Zach Ruth. And ladies and gentlemen, the official for tonight's Alumni Classic is a 2018 Plymouth graduate and has been officiating high school ball for 5 years. He attends Ashland University, will have graduated in May of 2024 with a digital media journalism degree. Give it up for Braden Krevling. He's a 2022 Shelby graduate, and he's been officiating high school basketball for 3 years, while also serving as a baseball umpire and football official during that time. He's currently a student at The Ohio State University, majoring in education. Joe Williams. And he's a 2020 Elgin High School graduate and has been officiating basketball for 5 years. He has an associate's degree in business management and currently works at Ohio Farmers Co-op. Let's hear it for Lucas Farrell. All right, friends, it's game time.
Thank you very much to Michael Clapper for setting it up the only way he knows how, like an absolute boss, as we are ready for the alumni version of the All-Star Classic, and the 2020 players out on the floor, and they're just going to let Terry Baldridge win that, and I think the kid's about 6'7", so probably a good business decision right there. And right away, Logan Niswander with a quick trigger on a 3, and with that, we'll welcome in Travis Berardi as Logan gets back and plays a little bit of defense with a steal.
Well, hello, Brian. It looks like Baldridge either forgot his jersey or is too big to fit in one, so he's wearing the white. This is going to be a fun game. You know, some of these players have been playing basketball, as we talked about in the pregame interviews, but it's going to be interesting to see some of these alumni that haven't really been out on the court, see if they still got it. Unlike that pass.
Yeah, backdoor cut. Miller a little off target with it, tried to sneak it into DeVito.
Blake, the JV coach at Cardington High School. They had a great season this year.
And now another 3 is going to be launched. This time it hits its mark, and no surprise, Simon Blair. Obviously, we know that he's been spending a lot of time in the gym the last several seasons.
Yeah, he's averaging, I think, still 20 points at Malone. I believe he's still out there for one more year, just finished that year. But, yeah, he'll be the guy to watch for tonight.
Miller off the miss, but it's tipped back in. How about Carson Hogger making an impact? And he said that that's probably where he would be at his most effective, just, chipping in with little plays.
Yeah, that and, maybe some assists. Maybe you never know. Maybe he'll break the assist record, but that's 10. Give the first one to Blake Miller off the miss, though.
Cameron Todd working inside, keeps it alive, and that's another kid, competed at the college level, played quarterback. He was in Indiana at Anderson this last season. As they are looking for Fickner on the backdoor cut, and Logan Niswander, bricks for hands right there. Wasn't able to squeeze it.
I will say Logan's a little bit bigger than when we last saw him at Lucas High School. The guy's yoked. He looks great.
Yes, he does. Carson Fickner also looking a lot bigger than he did in his high school days. And he can still make it rain. So it'll be interesting to see these guys packing on the pounds. Does that affect the jump shot?
Yeah, it does. From experience. Look at Cam, though.
5 quick points for Killer Cam.
Just great kid all around. We're going to hope to get him on more for the second game as well. But just great to see him again. He's just an amazing human being all around and still a great athlete.
So is Isaiah Allsip.
Yes.
He was one of the very best that we had in the area a few years ago from Galleon, and he looks like he's still finding his way into the gym for some open runs.
Yeah, averaged 22, 6 and 1, and he even tried throwing one down earlier. So adding that to his repertoire, but one of the purest shots we had back in 2020.
Here's Isaiah
like
again.
I said, thank you for making me look good, Isaiah.
Ka-ching! Yeah, Allsip, unbelievable score back in the heyday with the Tigers.
I was talking to the coaches earlier, and they said a group of the alumni went up against this year's players, and they actually beat them.
Which I thought it was interesting. I was in a conversation, Jake Furr talking to Aaron Hines, and he referenced these guys out on the court right now as the old guys. And it's like, well, if you're going against 18-year-olds and you're 21 and 22, I think that's called your prime.
That's true.
So
that's true.
I would assume that these guys, I mean, even though they haven't been playing basketball, they've got an advantage, man. They're a lot bigger, of course.
Yeah.
All the way across the board as Ronk launches.
But you would say you're still in your prime at 36.
No, I'm well beyond that. I'm 39, but me and LeBron, I don't spend quite as much body on the chassis as he does in the multi-millions with that, but at least $20 a week, I would think, to try to keep myself in elite broadcasting shape. And we all know how. I mean, I'm just standing in place, but that's all we need.
Yeah, that's all you need. And how did you get inside the WMAN studios today? I thought that was a Jake and Aaron thing, but somehow you were in there with video as well.
I'm everywhere all the time, all at once, just like that movie, as is Simon Blair. Knocking down another shot, 11-10 the count now. As we're firing away from downtown left and right. And a nice rebound here from Logan Niswander. He'll give it off to Caden Ronk. Got a little Jewel Ray bouncing off of the neck here.
I'm wondering if Joe Baylog's in attendance because you know how he loves the offense in all-star games.
Yeah, Joe told me he was going to be here for this one and didn't know if he was going to stick around for the second game. So Mr. Baylog tends to spend more time in gyms now than he did during his 36 years as a coach.
A lot less stress, too, on him.
Oh, you can tell. He smiles a lot more now. At least less anger.
Baldridge.
Yeah, Terry can ball, man. Brought a big smile to Joe Bedingfield's face. I'm sure he misses having him around, even though phenomenal season, of course, for Willard. And Fickner. Bet it right back, baby.
Talking about Baldridge, we're going to see another phenomenal Willard player in the next game. And one, Mad Max Dawson, who put 33 in the Spy Report game last night. 9 threes, but Mr. Baldridge wants to say, hey, I still got it too.
Yeah, these Willard folk, they've been on quite the run. Nice collection of talents. And Terry, the jerseyless one, standing out on the court. As Miller will set it up. Now here's Carson out the bounce.
Ooh.
Oh, nice take.
Oh, great putback, though, from DeVito.
And it looks like we're going to get our first round of substitutions. 5 fresh players checking in for the North. And same for the South. Maybe just a couple. Couple new bodies.
They have, yeah. But for Zach Ruth, it's, might not be the start that we might be seeing some defense coming up here. Is a little slap to the floor by Grant Gossam.
And fresh into the mix, throwing up an air ball here.
He said it was tipped. He said it was tipped. We'll give it to him.
Okay. Here's Miller right down Main Street. Whoa.
Oh, the grunt added to it. Just made it so well. Oh, man. Plymouth Walker Elliott, the school of one Jake Furr, just got rejected by Gossam.
Whoa, and he's pulling up from long range. I mean, that's beyond a logo 3 there. Second look on the Barrister title group replay. I mean, I think they've called one charge in the history of the alumni game. That would have been the second. More deep threes. No bueno.
Yeah, that was Ethan Delaney. playing for his late brother in this game tonight. I think it's
well, Evan Hager playing in memory
Evan
of
Hager,
Ethan
yes,
tonight, of
Evan,
course.
yeah.
And they will honor Ethan in between the two games tonight.
But Hager with the 3 attempt. Give him another chance.
Yeah, here he comes. Looking to weasel his way in behind Max Waldriff. And he's going to launch it again halfway home. Brennan South, a clear fork. Looked like he still got a great shooting motion. And he actually was a college basketball player. Did not compete, though, this season.
Yep, that's what he told me in the pregame interview. Said he was still going at it, though. The likes of like Hogger, who's playing in the alumni tournament every year for the Lucas Cubs. So
how about Max putting moves on? I mean, not really anybody, but at least it looked nice. Miller didn't bite, but it came up short. Now they'll send it ahead. I think that's just a frustration block right there.
That's entertainment right there. That's what that is.
We'll take it.
He can still get up.
Well, I saw him in the pregame warm-up line. He was throwing down some pretty sick, nasty-looking dunks, so I'd like to see a breakaway here in this game, as his former teammate Dylan Spears has that one rim out as well from the corner.
Talked about not a lot of defense in the first 5 minutes, but Ruth's team posting a shutout since the substitutions.
Oh,
and there's our first slam, his boy, Blake Miller. 14 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks in his senior year. Sent the Golden Knights to a district semifinal. They fell to Worthington Christian, which, you know, don't get me into the private school talk once again, but.
Oh, nice up fake, missing off the rim, but try again.
What a great head of lettuce there from Tackett.
Yeah,
Just
Tyler
let it
Tackett.
flow.
He was a smooth player at Madison a few years back, averaged over 12 a game, grabbed about 4 rebounds, and first team all OCC, and another throwdown. All right, Mr. Miller. Now here's Dylan, catch and shoot, opposite side, same result. And now Brennan South, 3-on-2. Boy, look at the speed burst from all these guys.
Yeah, did you see how South broke down, was able to sprint out and get that interception and set up that? Just a phenomenal play here by these guys early on.
Easy setup there for the Bucyrus grad. Lucas Kaczynski. And here he is, strapping down a board. See if he pulls up, he will. Straight away, a little short. Now Spears looking to push it a little bit. Sends it ahead for Elliott, keeps it in bounds. We'll see if Dylan pulls up from here. He will from about 30.
Woo!
Cash money, baby. Longest shot that we've had so far tonight.
You know, it'd be interesting to see Jake put out, you know, spots on the floor, kind of like a Queens of the Hardwood 4-point, 5-point shot.
Oh, how about Brennan South? He didn't just knock it down. He ran the mouth, too, a little bit right there, saying, hey, little brother, to Evan Hager, I still got game. Now here's Waldrop down the lane.
Hello.
Come on. That's kind of what we're looking for, and I know it's a new gym here.
I was he was throwing it down on the old gym before. He gets the chance to do it on the new gym, too, as Blake Miller throws his 3rd slam down of the night.
Yeah, they might want to start D'ing him up at some point. Can't just have an open rim. Max from about 36.
Kaczynski with a tough-fought rebound there. Only guy underneath the hoop for it.
Also, I mean, that was the most casual catch I think I've ever seen. Miller's going for MVP clearly. And blockouts optional tonight.
I mean, you don't want to tweak anything. You know, elbow in the chest. Got to get back to work tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but after Easter.
That's right. When you're 22, need a lot of recovery time as Elliott splashes that one. More substitutions coming. A 3-pack in for the South. 5 fresh bodies back in for the squad of the North in the orange.
Who are we kidding? They're in their prime. They can take some elbows and stuff. If you and I were out there, that would be, I think, what we'd need about 5, 6, 2 weeks to recover.
I'd be pushing the pace a little bit more than this. I think these guys are taking a little too easy on each other. But maybe it's just at the start.
It's only there's first 10 minutes of the game, you know. It's like running the 2-mile. You keep your pace until the end when you go into a sprint. We'll see it pick up, I think.
Halfway home for Roger Merrill. And now here comes Fickner from Colonel Crawford down the lane. A little half-Euro step.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And I literally looked right back up and saw David Sheldon with a good nod. He's like, yeah, that's what you did for me too.
I remember that. Yeah, Fickner was an awesome player. 3-year starter for Coach Sheldon.
Yeah, they went to the regional semis where they fell to Ottawa Glandorf the year before Colin White started his 4-year tear. Called that game. It was the final game played in Ohio before COVID shut everything down.
I remember because I was there. Wild
Yes.
night, of course, all the way around.
Yeah, you came up to me, said, look, the NBA just shut down. Like, well, that's probably going to do it.
I think we're next.
Mm-hmm. And it's a shame because you see Hogger right there. Lucas would have faced mighty Richmond Heights
State
before
champs.
they got that. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're state champs.
Darn right. Here's another state champion with a rebound. Yeah, it took me about 3 takes. He didn't have his jersey
I know.
on
You
yet.
asked me, is that Nice Wander? I said, holy cow.
Who's packing the pythons in? They're about 20 inches worth. I mean, I think he's down about 25 pounds too.
Yeah, that's all
since
muscle.
since he's not playing football this year. So it just shows you that there's levels to everything, and when you get to the collegiate level to play foosball, they kind of think that protein shakes are a good idea, as is the weight room, and threes are always fun. There's Mr. Howman from Ashland. Good-looking stroke.
The Arrows love throwing up the 3 back then. They still do. So does Mr. Gossam. There it is. Throw up the bow and arrow.
Little shimmy shake to the side. Not this time. And here comes the hugger to Gossam.
Do it again. Oh, just left it short. So right now, Gavin Fickner, the leader out on the court at least with 8 points. Kaczynski got a couple threes. Oh, that one's in and out.
I think Logan's pretty disappointed. Hey, he's not getting back on defense here.
He's guarding. I mean,
it
guarding
doesn't take
trailer.
much to get back into the picture, does it? All right, nice catch and finish there for Gossam. Grant, not a huge scorer back in his days at Shelby. He did other things. I think he averaged more rebounds than he did points. He was just one of those glue guys for the squad.
That was the real start of what we've seen with Shelby basketball now to his group.
Yeah.
You know, they went to a regional. That was when the second time they lost the line with Shawnee in a close one, and from then on it's just been a tear of great basketball, and we'll see in the next game. A couple seniors from that state Final Four squad, the coaching staff as well is here.
Oh, backdoor Fickner didn't quite have the lift. Needed to get to the second story. He got caught in between on the escalator.
The elevator kind of shut down midway through floors.
Howman, nice move. Hey, how about a little defense played?
Yeah, they're playing that little back. You know how you throw it off the backboard in warm-ups. That's why you do it right there.
Another lob to Gossam though. Hey, how about
right back on the
in?
other end? Yeah.
All 4 of his points look exactly the same. Now how about killing Cam? Big ovation for Cam Todd, who he was laid up just about 4 months ago after a knee surgery, so it's great to see Cameron coming in here, always a big smile, but got a little bit of extra energy.
And he got his section over there, lifting the roof up after that slam.
South really taking his time here. Now skip pass for Hogger. He wants no part of it. Kaczynski never shy. Comes up a little shy, though, on that shot as Merrill steps into a wide open look. Cam's at least battling inside.
Hey, he's already over what his average was. He was more of that, glue guy for the team. He averaged 7 points, but 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. He's already at 9 points in the first half of this game.
Ooh, I think little breeze. Do you feel that coming through, Travis?
Yeah, I think they accidentally kicked on the air conditioner and it blew it. You know.
Howman, opposite corner, just a little short. And nobody wanting that pass from Hogger.
South
He's
was
like,
looking at the
okay.
bench. Now he gets it to him. Oh. Can't get the assist record that way.
Yeah, but look at the pace here. I mean, it has just risen. Merrill wanted to get a breakaway. Instead, it's Kaczynski short. Hogger can't handle, but last touch by the North. And they're all replaced. No, maybe 4. Let's see who they leave out there. I mean, Cam was bringing that burst. Maybe the North's just going to play with 4. That's what they're rolling with here. No one's noticed yet.
Nope.
How did Coach
there's
Bedingfield
5.
get?
There's 5.
Oh,
Yeah,
I forget.
Baldridge.
I forget. Sorry,
Yeah,
Terry.
Baldridge. Yeah, see,
sorry.
this is throwing us off, too.
Oh. Alsip drills it. Yeah, who am I to take a shot at the Division III Coach of the Year? Come on. Oh, D2, excuse me.
D2.
I forgot they move up. I think he's also won D3 Coach of the Year before.
Yeah.
He's had some seasons, man. Fickner from long range. Nope.
That was a little effort for the rebound.
Oh,
He's
Terry.
going to let it
He's feeling
throw
pumped.
it down, son.
Ooh.
Oh. The rim said no.
Yeah, cocked it back just a little bit too far for his own good.
Oh, Carson, what are you doing?
It feels like some guys that have not been practicing for about 4 years. Rocket admitted, at least. He's like, I haven't been in the gym until this week in a while. How about Johnny DeVito? A shot for old Johnny. Another Shelby kid. I think he was a double-figure scorer his senior season.
10 points for 11 points, 5 assists, 4.5 rebounds. Kind of like Cam Todd. He did a little bit of everything.
Yeah. On that undefeated MOAC team. And what was it? They had not been undefeated in the league since, I think, the
70s?
The Larry Siegfried days.
Yeah.
And now, boy, how many times have we been hearing that name here lately with the run that the Shelby team just went on?
Larry Siegfried never made a Final Four.
Until he got to the NBA.
Until he got the NBA, then he was getting those rings with the Celtics, yeah.
Here's Caden. That's what we saw from him at Crestline a whole bunch. I covered his game where he broke the season game scoring record against
that a
Temple Christian. It
Yeah.
was.
Was that for his 1,000 points as well?
Yeah, there was a lot going on that night. He just went for
he
it.
saw those OH Report cameras were there and wanted to put on a show.
As
Just like
does
that.
Terry.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more like it right there. You know, be a little bit thunderous. No need to try to do anything super spectacular.
Not yet, at least. Wait till the second half for that.
We get it. You're alumni. Okay? We had to kind of wake these kids up.
I mean, I can play at this pace. That's saying something. I could probably shoot. I wouldn't be able to shoot as well, but you'd be able to dominate me. Can you throw it down?
No.
Are you back in the health that you could throw it down, or at least get rim?
I could not really dunk until after high school, and then still even very barely. Ooh. Baby bro of Delaney almost got it to go. Now
Right off the glass.
DeVito.
Oh, okay.
I think he wanted to. He was like,
Yeah.
who's going to run with me? And I did see Alsip in the layup line earlier. He actually surprised me. He was one of the few guys that he really whipped one down that I was like, no, okay, all right, son.
So last night in the Spy Report game, I just caught a glimpse of Mr. Mad Max Dawson, who put 33 and 9 threes in that game, but threw it off the glass to Casey Lands, had it one hand, but it just went off the fingertips before he could throw it down. So maybe we'll see that tonight in the second game. But I think some of these guys out here can do that.
Without question. No, I think that if we got the alumni of 2020, if they played against the 2024 kids, I'm not so sure that these kids couldn't win. Like I said, they're obviously much bigger, stronger.
I think they would I wouldn't say put more effort, but I think
I
go a little
think
bit higher.
would.
They go a little harder, pace.
If there's
pace.
something on the
They don't get
line
shown
like
up.
bragging rights of,
absolutely.
hey, you versus kids that just came off the practice surface.
Yeah.
Some of these dudes just went to states.
Mm-hmm.
Got to up the ante sometimes. Ronk off the backboard. He's like, oh, man.
He's like, oh, man. He even said,
I
it's my
made it.
bad. It's like, my bad.
It's one of the few times you're going to be upset that you just put it in the hoop.
Well, that's Caden's first points as well, so. Oh.
Hey, DeVito, he's staying after it. Second chance points for him. Like what we're seeing from Johnny out here. Alsip, full court pass to DeVito, picked off. A little bit of defense. Now Elliott sends it ahead. Terry up and under.
Yeah.
I like that Isaiah, at least force him to do something creative. I don't like seeing
don't have
too
to
many
foul
of
or
these.
anything, but just Miller with another slam.
Dunk counter up to ting, 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 4 for Miller. And I would think right now, all 8 of his points off of dunks, he might be right near the top in the conversation for the MVP.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry. All right, they're going to let him do it. No, Caden was like, not this time, bro.
No, I'm at least going to get in front of you for that one.
Ronk with the pitch out to the corner for Ethan.
Oh, another one in and out.
So it's been a tough shooting start, at least so far, for Evan Hager. But we'll still have a full another half to go here in about 20 seconds. 12 points is the largest lead we've seen so far, and it's going to stay there.
Miller's with 10.
Now Terry from the corner. Nothing but the bottom.
So I do want to see what number they have him down for. They have him as 30. Even though he doesn't have a jersey on, he's got 12. Full court. We got to set up a play here. Coach Ruth going to use a timeout to set up a full court play or what? Or actually, Coach.
Well, this Coach Bedingfield. He just looked into the crowd and threw up a wink, so I don't know that he had anything prepared.
Yeah.
But we do have a halftime commercial break prepared for you guys, so we'll send it over there when we come back. Half number 2 of the North-South Alumni game. The dudes from 2020 back here in the building tonight. We'll be back with half number 2 after a moment. Hi, I'm OH Report founder Brian Skoronsky, and you've just enjoyed first half action live and free exclusively right here on the OH Report. But stick around, still plenty more to come right here as our boys high school basketball returns after this.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Hey Cam, what's going on? I've been busy. Jeez, I've been doing fillings, root canals, crowns, extractions, dentures. What you been up to?
Yeah, I've done all that, and I've done implants and Invisalign, and I'm waiting to do the girls' Botox and filler. So you just sit here and I'll take care of it all?
Good luck with the women.
Ebert Dental Group is a family-run general dentistry practice. We are able to provide most treatments without having long-distance referrals. We accept most insurances and are accepting new patients now.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game. tonight's sort of high school broadcast, former high
Alumni
school
broadcast.
the alumni broadcast, brought to you live and free thanks to our very good friends over at Spherion Mid-Ohio. Let them build the career that you want, the awesome team you want, because you know what they do? They build real relationships with you so they can understand what you need, and they get it for you fast. Scout Construction Services LLC, they've got more than a decade of business, so you can trust Scout with your roofing and siding needs. Call my good buddy Josh Mobley, who actually just pulled into my driveway on a motor scooter right before I came over here. It's kind of a nice surprise. Hit him up, 419-989-7240. It was a full motorcycle. That's a big boy.
50 years of business also, right?
Not quite for Scout. I think more than a decade, though.
More than a decade,
Yeah. Alumni Roofing might be more than 50. They're a full-service commercial roofing contractor providing commercial and industrial roofing solutions. Barrister Title Group. Title insurance doesn't have to be a puzzle. Trust the team at Barrister Title Group with all of your closing and anything that you need to do with the paperwork there. Home and Kitchen Supply, definitely the one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. I can do the math on that. That's more than 50 years, Trav. How about Ebert Dental Group? General dentistry for all ages, and they are now offering injections and fillers. So if you feel like maybe you need a little Botox in the lip, but for you might want to take some out of the cheeks and move it to other parts of your body. I'm not sure if they offer that.
Just continue the reader.
And thank you to all of our other generous sponsors coming together, making this happen. We salute you. And with that, we'll bring it back for the Alumni Roofing Halftime Reports. Here at Lexington for the alumni game, 55-46 is the count. And didn't get a lot of aggression per se, other than aimed at the rim with a couple of dunks. But really cool to see the class of 2020 out here. A lot of familiar faces that we grew to love on the OH report competing here. And definitely, still you can tell the talent is there. I'm curious to see in about 75 seconds if these guys in the second half will start going at it a little bit more.
Hopefully they're not winded either. They had about an 8-minute break, though, but we'll see. I do think they're going to pick some things up. We saw some more dunks towards the end. We saw guys try to throw it off the backboard. So I think we're getting into the more entertainment portion of this alumni game. Blake Miller, I guess, 4 dunks. Baldridge threw a couple down. We've seen a couple deep threes as well from Grant Gossman and company. So what you would expect from an alumni all-star game so far?
12 points for Terry Baldridge is the leading scorer so far in the competition. We saw Blake Miller put up 10, and most of those coming off of dunks. 4 dunks so far. Other top scorers, Fickner with 8. I think we've got, 8 points for Hogger?
8 for Allsip.
So a
9
variety
from
pack.
Cam Todd. So variety of ways here from most of the guys. A lot of scoring, though. It's been balanced. Everybody's gotten a chance, at least, that has been in there. So, like I said, what you'd expect right now.
And 3 for 3 from downtown so far for Simon Blair, who's playing at Malone still. So he is the sharpshooter, of course, of the bunch, and he'll begin the second half over on the sideline.
I want to say hello to everybody watching live and free for this first game.
Hi, guys.
The second game will be on a delayed broadcast. We do that because we want you to be here.
Yes.
For the second game. It's for a great cause, for Catalyst Life Services, for the children of Catalyst Life Services. So you still have time to get here for the second game because that's going to be a fun game.
Without question, the class of 2024. I was at the All-Star dinner last night, and just hearing the many different accolades and speaking to Jake Furr about it, I think there's been more history created by this group. 45 years of this game is a long time, but there's more guys that have been premium scorers, 1,000-point scorers, all Ohioans, career all-time scoring leaders for teams than any other year that Mr. Furr can remember from going back into the history books. So it should be a phenomenal game, and unlike this one, these guys, a lot of them played deep into the tournament, or at least into that second week, so they're pretty fresh off of practices, watching game film, and just having their body ready for basketball. So it should be a different style of basketball.
And I saw 3 of them play at the Spy Report game last night, and they looked like they were ready. Max Dawson, as well as Isaiah Ramsey. Also Casey Lance. So Blake Miller continues his nice start to this tournament, this All-Star game with 12.
I don't know if these guys would make it through a tournament. I shouldn't say that. They're probably all in some pretty good shape, right?
Yeah. You and I, well, I wouldn't be able to get through a tournament, but.
Hey, how about Gossam? Trying to get the crowd
He's
pumped
out there
up.
having a blast.
He's been smiling the entire day since he walked into the gym. As Merrill has it carry him off to Howman, they'll work it around. And how about Waldrop? Oh, he's like, okay, maybe a step closer. And this is where, when I talked to Logan before the game, I was like, you should be able to box anybody out here in the gym.
I don't think anybody's going to get around him inside. I wouldn't.
I mean,
I'm too close to him, and I'm up here, and I'm afraid.
Yeah, he's one of those, like, parts of the solar system at this point.
Give it to Merrill. Throw it down, my friend. Smart move.
Tough catch and
smart move.
Business decision. Just cash out a receipt for a couple. Get it back down to a 7-point game, and now the theft trying to get it even closer. Roger off the backboard to Logan.
Oh,
pretty nice bounce.
Yeah. He doesn't skip leg day.
Oh, all sip. A couple of nice moves, and then sets it up for Miller.
That was a nice dime there. Little pinball off the defender, and then
Spears, a pretty finger roll.
That's what you call a tease right there. Looked like you're going to get the dunk and then just the finger roll for 2.
Here's Miller the other way, the lefty.
You know he practices with his JV players in the varsity down Cardington the way he's been playing. Show his kids that he can still do it.
Got some back and forth going now. Heilman with a point over to the sideline as he strokes an open triple.
They've been scoring so fast that the visitors' number went out.
That's a good point. Not on our scoreboard. We got you. Dozen-point game here. Chance to add to it here for the South. And Fichter, a dunk. Half-ish.
Still 2 points.
Now Merrill, I mean, they're trying to blow up the scoreboard at this point. Cling, 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 cling,
They're
cling,
trying
cling.
to get back in this. They're still down 7. Ooh.
Oh, Waldrop smacking the floor, letting everyone know they mean business. Miller, meanwhile, with the miss.
Can't leave him open.
Once a shooter, always a shooter. Isaiah Alsip.
22 points, 6.5 rebounds, 2 steals. First team all MOAC, second team Division II District 6 and Division II Northwest District honoree for those Galleon Tigers.
Now Miller seems spotty, hit a little bit earlier.
There's a nice rebound. Substitutions getting ready to come in.
Gossam going to chase out to the line. Merrill off of 1 foot from downtown. Now here comes Brennan South. A little indecisive, and now for Gossam. Credit for trying.
We get Cam Todd down here ready to check in doing squats.
I loved watching the pregame warm-ups. Cam obviously playing several years of college football. He had a whole warm-up routine. A lot of these guys came in and just did the Brett Favre, you know, did a little flamingo stretch for about 4 seconds and said, cool, coach, throw me in.
Cam playing a little full court press for a second. Install sip.
And just so that our viewers are aware, they are blaring music here in the gym, so that we don't get kicked off of YouTube and Facebook because we can't play these songs. We don't have the rights. We're playing our own music underneath.
One day we'll be able to, but right now we can't. So you get our own little soundtrack.
Yeah, Miller, he's having an exceptional scoring night. I believe that's 17 points now.
Yep. Yeah, he wants that MVP honor.
Meanwhile, Blair with the lob. Terry, I don't think you're allowed to do what he just did, but
It's
you
an
know what?
all-star game, eh?
Actually, Braden Creveling was right on top of that. I'm going to have to check his knowledge base on this thing afterwards. It's actually awesome to see young referees out here.
Oh, yeah. And Baldridge's face.
Yeah, a little sip for Owl from downtown. And the first miss for
I felt the
Blair.
breeze. Somebody opened a door, and that just threw off the shot right there.
And I felt like Simon looked at me after that. Like I had something to do with that
You
miss.
said he was 3 for 3. Like the announcer jinx, it always hits.
Yeah, Simon Blair, what a player that dude was back in his playing days.
District champion.
Yeah, let me look up his numbers from back in the day.
And they ran into Richmond Heights.
How about over 21 points a game, nearly 5 assists, 4 steals, 3 rebounds. He was a D4 District Player of the Year. I mean, he was awesome.
Yeah.
First team All-Ohioan, I believe.
That was the first time that Colonel Crawford was in that Division 4 district, and they knocked them off. But like I said, they ran into Richmond Heights.
Tough matchup.
Yeah.
Spartans now 3-time defending state champions, and they'll win it again next year.
It'll be interesting which division they'll be in to do that. With expanding to 7 and
Probably G6.
possibly the chance of moving up. We don't know if that's going to get voted through or not, but I'm interested to see if any coaches with stacked lineups will be like, hey, let's try it and move up and see if we can play.
My bet is all in for no.
I will say one team, and I think it's because the coach is the one going for it. I think Purcell Marion, the girls, with D. Alexander, may try it. They won D3 twice. They won D2 this year, and they got what it takes. I think they could play for the D1 title next year.
Oh, there we go. Representing Big Bro now. Evan Hager in honor of Ethan Delaney.
4 points. Although he should be up for MVP because there's 2 or 3 threes that he had that were all but down and just rimmed back out. I think
only
Big
counted
Bro
in
messing with him.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Oh.
We're giving half points now?
Yes.
It's an all-star
It's an all-star
game. Okay. So let's recalculate where are we at now with all those half points.
It'd be tied.
Okay.
Be tied. It might be tied here. Oh,
Yeah,
now
this
they
thing's
changed
starting to
scores.
tighten up.
5-point
Yeah.
game.
Buckets, baby.
Whew.
Oh, sorry, Simon. I didn't look at me this time, though. I'm not to blame.
But I mean, if you're going to give him the opening, you might as well throw it down, right?
Good old Terry. Hager. Oh, I thought he was going to try to go in there for a little rim rattler.
I mean, he nearly threw one down in the pregame right before I interviewed him.
Ooh, pretty play off the step back on a string. Now Cam Todd in there.
That's why he did those squats beforehand to get up, get a rebound. That looks good.
Yes, sir. I want to see Cam Todd's numbers from high school because he was one of those dudes. 7 points, 4 rebounds, a couple assists, 2 steals. He was one of those stat stuffers that was really there for leadership, to play great defense, and helped his Tigers be very successful during his 4 years.
Him and Logan Nicewander, both quarterbacks for a state championship game, both in the same year. So that leadership, that's what, absolutely. He's going to be, I can see him being like the CEO of a big company here in about 10 years. He's that kind of guy.
Hager
There
rocks
it
a
is.
triple. It will be fun to see what becomes of these guys who, for most of them, will be heading out into the real world for the first time coming up here pretty soon. Like talking to guys like Brennan South, who he's going to be graduating in May, and, you know, I think a handful of others.
Oh! They got the lead for the first time.
He's heating up. And I see a Ethan Delaney jersey being worn in the front row. Just an exceptional family, the Delaneys, from top to bottom. And a big shout out to Spherion Mid-Ohio, who is ran by the brother of Mr. Delaney, and then Beth, the grandma. I mean, just unbelievable supporters of everything local. And Ethan was one of the nicest kids that you will ever meet. Mansfield Christian, then to Clear Fork. So he left a big impact. And I've talked to Beth, and I think that we would like to get some type of a scholarship fund going in the future for Ethan, probably starting next year. So stay tuned on that.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, the scoring has really picked up here in the second half as we're about halfway through half number 2. And from Bucyrus, live in for 3. Good shot.
Ruth squad the lead right back.
And they'll stay there, at least for now, as DeVito gets a screen. Looks like Johnny's going to go to work up and under the scoop. Nope.
I saw that a few times when he played at Shelby.
I think one of his teammates was getting in his head over on the sideline. Had to bark back.
Try my best, man.
Merrill again, he likes that Dirk Nowitzki shot from the corner. Ronk almost snuck in there to come away with the thefts.
That wronged off his feet and out of bounds. I had to try and get that in at some point tonight. You know.
Mission accomplished, sir. Off the long rebound. Let's see what the North does here. Allow everyone to get into the picture. And off the pull-up three. That was pure, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Walker Elliott. He was over 14 points a game as a second-team All-Firelands Conference player back in his day. Take another look from the Plymouth products. Kaboom.
Nailed it.
Oh, are we getting a set here? Walker coming near side. It looked like they had something designed.
Give him a go.
Nice wander. Oh.
Here comes Gossam. Is he going to try something? He has 3-on-2.
Yes, sir. Second time tonight. Oh, and put an arrow right into Elliott's back. Yowza.
Looking at some of the team records, most points, the North twice, 150 points. I don't think we're going to get there. And the most points for two teams is 283.
Yeah, that would be for the actual game, of course.
Well, I mean, this is their 2020 year. I mean, you could still put them in the record.
That's fair.
But
they probably will, actually. I'll have to ask Jake about that. I presume that this will all be chronologued.
Yeah. Just like in the 2 years of the Queens of the Hardwood, I have a rebound.
Yes, you do.
And a charge taken that wasn't called. So.
Yep, went down just as a personal foul.
0 for 2 from 3.
What was your name in the game? Do you remember?
Oh.
I think you're in the stat book.
Teresa. Yeah, I'm in the stats because I remember the Mansfield Senior Stat crew kind of agitated that I was in there and took a shot because they're like, now we got to put you in the book.
Oh, that's right. Shout out Zach Massa.
Mm-hmm.
Just hit from the same spot.
Yep.
And lands in its home again. How many did that kid average back in the day? Kaczynski? Wow, over 16. He's a pretty good scorer. All Northwest District. Merrill just hit a deep one, not this time.
And that's the thing. Bucyrus, it may not show on the record, in their records year by year, but they always had that one or two really, really good basketball players. They just weren't able to get it all together.
He's beyond heating up now. He's on fire. Spears needed about 3 more inches to try to crank that one in.
But why not?
Now South looking for Gossam. Not this time. he had the Steph Curry going. Turned the back.
That's the meme of the guy that thought it went in, went all the way down and rimmed back out. He didn't realize it.
Oh, sorry, Gossam.
Oh, that's going to be a meme.
So close.
Or a GIF or GIF, whatever. Kaczynski again? No.
Grant battling in there. Now we got a 3-on-3. Caden Ronk launches too firm. This is a little bit better pace, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
made up
Grant.
for it. Made up for it.
I mean, he's got some athletic ability, no doubt, but I think the headband even sets it off even more.
Yeah, basketball players that wear headbands, you know they're for real. That's more of the
producers as well.
Yes. That's more of like the ninja headband too. Got the upside down Nike swoosh. I don't know if you realize he has it upside down, but hey.
Yeah, no, it's a statement.
It's a statement.
Yes, of course. Here's Merrill, uncontested.
He's really lit it up here in the second half.
Now South. I mean, if you're willing to run, you're going to score every time.
Yeah.
And that's what we're getting from Gossam right now. That's why he's got 13.
They're 2 points away from triple digits.
Now Elliott, Brennan, I think, was kind of lurking behind, wanted to show that he was going to play defense, and then was like, nah.
Oh.
Ay. Grant. He's in a heap at the other end. But still give to LeBron. Okay.
He's having a good time. Final subs of the day.
Yeah, might be. So Nice Wander's done. I think he ended up in double figures, yeah? Several guys, I think everybody that was out on the floor just now, double figure scoring for the North, with the exception of Brennan South, who's been kind of a passive shooter.
Little full court look now.
Yeah, a little.
Little.
The key term.
A little. Token. We call that token.
Well, first miss in a while there for the Bucyrus products. And now everyone's telling Hager, bro, put it up. Cam right back to him from the corner. Nah, but Cameron inside. Nice elevation.
I do like what Waldrop did on his rebound on the other end. He got a little bit of a glance and tried to sell the bump.
Let's see what we get now. Alsip back into the mix. Sets off for Fickner.
Nailed it. It seems like more when the defender's in their face, they're back into that shooting mode, and they've been making it. It's those open threes when they're, I think they got to think a little too much, like right here.
What's Hager at now? One of the leading scorers on the floor, gotta be. All Cam Todd on Alsip.
He's got 13. Oh. Cam just smiles.
Yeah,
as that goes
what do you do? Great offense beats great defense every time.
We're at 200 total points with 3:35 left, so I think the record's safe for this game. Aldridge with the sweet kiss.
Yeah, pretty little touch right there. 6-point game, Alsip. Can't add to the lead.
A leader out there on the court, Mr. Blake Miller with 21.
Now Cam gets him into a hundo. So I think we're going to have a pretty good game here these last 3 minutes. And this typically in the NBA All-Star game, this is where it starts to tighten it up a little bit. Where guys are like, okay, I'm going for the win at this point.
Is that also when the money starts getting bigger and bigger? Are they still doing that? I know one year they did quarters with the captain's charities or something like that.
Probably. Yeah, NBA's got some digits in their account. I don't know. Well, hey, Gannett and News Journal, I think they do too, but it's for a good cause here. Do it for the kids.
Yeah, do it for Catalyst. The kids at Catalyst.
So the lead remains 4. South squad trying to add to it here in the closing 2.5 minutes.
Running a little clock here.
And no shot clock, even though we've got the college-style rules. As Hogger dribbles in, poked away though. Here comes Todd. Send it off. Terry lost the handle, but it's off of Miller's shoe. So North will regain possession.
Carson wanted a foul on that strip from Waldrop. Waldrop just looked at him and laughed. You serious, bro?
No fouls in this half. None. Cameron makes it a 1-point game. CT in the building. Big shot.
He's got 17.
And I think just keep giving it to Isaiah Alsip or Cameron Todd, because those are the two guys right now in the gym that looks like they're playing for keeps.
Yeah, Blake Miller inside and then these two out.
Oh,
we counted in one.
So the first foul called here in the second half. And Isaiah Alsip earns a trip to the charity stripe. First free throws that we'll see.
You know Braden wanted to call one at least.
Yeah, he's getting bored.
I mean, that was a legit foul, though. And Alsip on cue.
Delivers.
Yes.
And still got the sweet stroke from the charity stripe, so pushes it up to a 2-score game. That was big.
I was looking through the record books, Brian, and the best free throw percentage shooting for players, they're 5 for 5. Minimum of 5 free throws taken, and 5 for 5 is the record tied by like 3 people.
In Delaney's honor, baby bro has been lighting it up here,
He's
Mr.
got
Hager.
16.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think 12 in the second half. He has 4 threes in the second half.
Auger's got to pick up his bounce now. Figner poked away.
Yeah, they're picking up the defense now. Oh, we got a steal.
Howman, he's got Terry running with them instead. Just a left-handed lane, and the North, they've seldom led tonight. They do now.
Only the second lead of the night.
Miller, nope, not gonna knock it in.
Oh! Alsip just put a hand out there, put it back in.
That's a top cut if I've ever seen one. And don't think it was intended.
Oh, wow.
Hager down the lane. Got just a little bit of extra lift from the spirit of Mr. Ethan.
He's put himself in the MVP conversation now.
Yes.
He got 18.
Oh, Cameron Todd. He's going to go into it. We'll see if he throws it down. Oh, blocks.
Oh, nobody there, though.
So it's a 4-point game. South got to get to work in a hurry. Here comes Alsip. End to end. And he's been doing that his whole life. And we'll get a foul here.
I think it's is that an automatic 1-and-1? No. Yeah, automatic 1-and-1 on fouls under, I think, 2 minutes. I think that's the rule here.
So pressure-packed situation.
Unlike in high school basketball, we still have 1-and-1s here in the News Journal game.
I like this. The pressure that it builds forces you to step up, be cool.
No matter if both free throws are made, it's still a one-possession game.
And Cam not even close.
Oh, Baldridge with the rebound. Got a foul again. There it is.
So now Heilman is going to be put on the free throw line. Mitch over 16 points a game in his time at Ashland. First team All-OCC. Trying to make this a 3-point game here. Nope. Oh, Isaiah. Let's see, will someone step in, play some defense? Alsip, Euro. Comes up short. Victor, no! And Baldridge will end it with a defensive board. The North, only the second time tonight that they've been on top, and they are going to squeak by 112-111. And a big motivating factor, of course, number 34, Ethan Delaney. Evan Hager playing in his honor tonight.
I mean, he scored 18 and hit a couple big buckets. I would be happy with him being MVP. That's my choice. I don't know who you're gonna pick. There's a lot of guys, but he came up clutch at the end.
I think we will indeed go with Evan Hager. So we'll step aside. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll have an interview with Mr. Clutch right after this.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Hey Cam, what's going on? I've been busy. Jeez, I've been doing fillings, root canals, crowns, extractions, dentures. What you been up to?
Yeah, I've done all that, and I've done implants and Invisalign, and I'm waiting to do the girls' Botox and filler. So you just sit here and I'll take care of it all?
Good luck with the women.
Ebert Dental Group is a family-run general dentistry practice. We are able to provide most treatments without having long-distance referrals. We accept most insurances and are accepting new patients now.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Tonight's News Journal Alumni All-Star Game brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors. Spherion Mid-Ohio. Let us help you build the career you want or the awesome team you want. We build real relationships with you so we can understand what you need and get it for you fast. Scout Construction Services, LLC. With more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout for more information at 419-989-7240. Alumni Roofing, a full-service commercial roofing contractor providing commercial and industrial roofing solutions. Barrister Title Group. Title insurance doesn't have to be a puzzle. Trust the team at Barrister Title Group. Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And Ebert Dental Group. General dentistry for all ages, now offering injections and fillers. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you this Alumni News Journal All-Star Game to you, live and free. We'll be back with our MVP right after this.
We are back now with our most valuable player, presented by Scout Construction LLC. Evan Hager playing in place of Ethan Delaney tonight and put on a show in that second half. So in the first half, you were a little off target, but then you got it dialed in. Just how did it feel to come out, light it up there over the last 20 minutes?
It meant a lot, you know. I do everything for my brother. This game was 100% for him, and I'm just super honored to be able to play for him. And
Yeah, he's just. I knew he was there right with me the whole second half. So yeah, it means a lot.
Huge motivating factor, I'm sure, for the entire North squad, who really didn't lead the entire game until the end. So you got to imagine Big Bro has something to do with that.
Oh, he definitely did. He definitely did. He was right there.
So getting to play in his honor here tonight, I saw a lot of your family out here in the first and second row. Just if you can put into words for me, just emotionally, how neat of an environment this was for you to participate in.
It was super neat. Definitely unlike anything I'll ever probably get the chance to do, and my family's just so supportive, and it's just, yeah, it was just really special, and yeah, that's all I got to say, really.
And something that's cool is that you're just a junior right now, still in high school, so maybe potentially a chance to play in this game all over again here in a couple years?
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back next year, for sure. Definitely.
All right, Evan Hager, our MVP. Any shout-outs you want to give? Go for it.
All glory to God, first and foremost. Second, my mom, and obviously my brother, the reason that I'm here, so yeah.
All right, all presented by Scout Construction, LLC.
You have better things to do than to job hunt or scramble to find your next great hire. So let Spherion do it. We say local is our superpower because we live and work where you live and work. We know the Mid-Ohio job market, and we're locally owned. So you won't find a partner who's more engaged and literally invested in your success. If you're ready for something better, start with Spherion. Visit us online at midohiojobs.net or call 419-747-7479.
Hey Cam, what's going on? I've been busy. Jeez, I've been doing fillings, root canals, crowns, extractions, dentures. What you been up to?
Yeah, I've done all that, and I've done implants and Invisalign, and I'm waiting to do the girls' Botox and filler. So you just sit here and I'll take care of it all?
Good luck with the women.
Ebert Dental Group is a family-run general dentistry practice. We are able to provide most treatments without having long-distance referrals. We accept most insurances and are accepting new patients now.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Back now with more of our Alumni Roofing post-game show, as it's a tight one. And down the stretch, the North Alumni All-Stars pull out a 112-111 victory. And big kudos to the younger brother of Ethan Delaney, Evan Hager, for being our MVP tonight with 21 big points, splashing 5 triples. High point man in the game, Isaiah Alsip, 26 points. Grant Gossam chipped in with 18, 19 from Blake Miller, and a lot of dunks on his end. Terry Baldridge for the North had 20 to go along with, we're just going to say Ethan's 21, 17 points for Cameron Todd. Roger Merrill and Simon Blair both with 11. That is going to wrap up, though, our coverage here of the Alumni All-Star Game. As you see, the stage is set for the main event of the evening, the 2024 edition of the All-Star Classic are out on the floor. We've got some high flyers, some big-time scorers, some unbelievable athletes, and we're going to bring you the entire game on a delayed broadcast coming up tonight here on the OH Report. But for me and all of the crew right now, got to thank all of our generous sponsors, including Alumni Roofing, Ebert Dental Group, Spherion Mid-Ohio, Scout Construction Services LLC, Barrister Title, and Home and Kitchen Supply. For Madeline Zazzuto, Jory Hollenbeck, Adam Thompson, and Travis Berardi, I'm Brian Skoronsky. Signing out for now. We'll see you soon.